You
You
got.
what?
I see. He always looks like he's laughing.
Always laughing. Always
I
laughing.
see Andreas in the background on your photo. He's a baby.
Okay,
Hey.
I'm gonna
She's
give
going
me
to
a
hop
sec.
off and share that real quick.
Okay.
We'll wait for some people to get on.
Are you on Facebook and what are you on YouTube and Facebook or just Facebook?
Facebook and YouTube.
Gina's thing's still frozen. I need a screenshot that. Hold on. Oh, look what she left. Oh, she left right when I did it. Hold on, let's see if she comes back.
Okay. Am I good? Am I back?
You're back.
Yeah.
I tried to screenshot your
Okay.
frozen picture
Well, was I?
like that. I got
Yeah,
it.
you're froze. You're froze. All right. So
Am I still frozen?
you're
My mom was calling. Let me put on Do Not Disturb, y'all. Sorry, I'll be right back.
coming in now. So
I am?
Yeah, a little bit.
I may have to go back inside.
Yeah, you're in and out.
Okay. Back inside it is.
So we got
Bear with me.
people coming on now. It's been a while since we done the New York and Pennsylvania trip. It's been a month, but we have just had a bunch of stuff going on. Family and health was and everything else. So we're just now being able to get on here to do and talk about it.
Steven, you're froze now.
I'm having internet issues tonight.
I'm surprised because I'm outside and usually stuff like that happens out here, but he's like totally froze. I should just screenshot him.
Hey, Steven.
Steven! Steven!
It doesn't seem like it's
He's
been
probably
a month.
talking away and not even knowing.
So we're just going to have to carry this, aren't we?
Yeah, we're just have to do it. So go ahead and take it away, Gina. Let's let everybody know about y'all's trip to New York.
Is he back? No? He thought he was back.
My mother keeps beeping in, and this thing does not let me go on Do Not Disturb. This is horrible. Cut your Wi-Fi off if you have it on. Our Wi-Fi sucks. Sorry, y'all. Bear with us. Technical difficulties. If you have Wi-Fi on soon, cut it off. No, you can't hear you. Oh, no, we can. He's down in the dungeon, I call it, at our house. It's hit or miss down there.
Why are you down there, Stephen?
His original plan was to go out here in this gazebo, but he was hot.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
It's got a 30-second lag.
Are you good, Gina?
Yeah, I can, but he's like a kung fu movie.
Oh, is he? I see him on my side. I see y'all both.
You've got like a delay.
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. If you're watching, give us just a moment. These live streams, I swear, it's like anytime you try to do something live, it's always something messed up.
What about now?
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll got like a 5-second delay before you answer that.
What about now?
Did I really?
I hear Gina perfectly. It's Steven that was cutting out for me, but I don't know about y'all.
I wonder if I can go out and come back in.
I don't know if it'll knock us out though.
Probably because you created it, so I would think it may.
Why don't you
Katie,
go to a different spot?
Katie,
What about now?
get this dog.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Just start talking, and then if it's bad, I'll knock on the window.
You like it?
All right. So once again, we're going to talk about the East Coast trip that we took, and we are missing Becky. She had to work tonight, so she is not able to be on here with us. But we took this trip about a month ago, and we're just now getting able to a spot where we could talk about it. And
That sounds bad.
it does.
But we're just now in a place where we can talk about it.
Yeah. It's, well, I mean, from the fuck, man, what didn't happen, in a month's time, you know?
Now, all of your bad stuff started before the trip. You had
Yeah.
some bad juju going on.
Yeah. And, well, I started with Tracy from Paranormal 911 from Iowa. I started with him or Terry's daddy first.
Yeah, my
a
dad
car
was.
wreck.
Yeah, my dad had a bad wreck.
Then Tracy, then it trickled down to Tracy again, then Tracy again, and
then back to me. Found out my dad had some cancer. So I have people that's wrote me and asked me how my trip went. I guess some of them didn't really pay attention that I wasn't there, but I didn't make it to the New York trip. No, people asked, well, what about your money? No, I didn't get no refunds. You don't get refunds on that, which is fine. But my dad had emergency surgery, so I was in the hospital with him from June the 5th all the way to like the 22nd, and now he's still back in the hospital. And I just left him a little bit ago. So, not to give sob stories, but just to give everybody an insight where I've been, and some that think I was there and was like, you didn't post anything. Like, I didn't get to go to the trip to New York.
Then we had our daughter's boyfriend, which is the son-in-law. He was hit by a vehicle, and
not him. He was in a car crash.
Yeah, in a wreck, and it made him hit a telephone pole head on, and it busted up a lot of stuff in him. So luckily, he's alive and he's back at home now. He is in a wheelchair, but it's just due to his pelvis being shifted, and they had to go in and repair it, and he can't put a lot of weight on it, or no weight at all.
That happened 2 days before my dad's surgery. So I was at 2 hospitals while poor Stephen and them were worried about, everything. But they were already on the road, and I was at 2 hospitals all in that week.
We were
That was the day we left.
Yeah, the day they left.
30 minutes from Gina's house, probably, when we got that call. It was somewhere around in there, and shit, what do you do? They couldn't find him, but luckily Becca had an app on her phone where she could track where he was at. And
oh, that's Devin. Never mind. Sorry about that.
So he's doing good, in high spirits. So
I just heard his voice. They're actually at my house. I just heard him pull up. But go ahead.
but we made the trip, and we had a good time. We started out in Pennsylvania. We did the 1912 Hoover home that night. We got up there.
We actually rented a 15-passenger van, and there was only 6 of us, and we literally had to take some seats out to fit all of our stuff in, and we were like packed like a damn clown car.
Steven's stuff is still at Gina's house, and you're about almost 4 hours from us, so he's still not got to go get his equipment yet, but he will.
I got Gina's bill in the mail today for
Come
the
here.
storage.
Can I let my live just real quick say hi to Devin? It won't let it turn around, but this is my son-in-law. He just came down. I don't know how to get it over there. There we go. Say hi, Devin. We had a lot of people praying for you, but he's getting good. He's in recovery, but we're on live talking about their trip.
Show me them wheels you got.
He said, show him them wheels. We're about to throw some spinners on it for you. Look at them. I think they're going to be out here to swim, but go ahead. Sorry about that.
But yeah, we lost Gina. We did the 1912 Hoover House, when we first got into Pennsylvania up near Gettysburg. We done it. We were introduced to table tipping. Never done it. Never. I've seen a little bit on it, but never taken part in it until
I've
that
heard
night.
a lot about the table tipping. I'm really sad that I missed that because I thought that would be really fun, but I'm glad y'all got to do it. One day I could be able to do it again with y'all, but that sounds like really, really a lot of fun to me. But
It it was very interesting though. Me and Gina got on there and done the table tipping with two other guys, and I just haven't had enough experience with it to say yay or nay. So I'm not going to knock it, but I'm just going to have to do a little more with it to believe
It
it.
really didn't. It didn't get a whole lot right with me. I mean, I thought we were heading down a good direction there in the beginning, but then everybody's like, "Oh, it's this," and I'm like, "No, I don't think that message is for me."
But that house was beautiful.
Michael, I have a question for y'all. So, like, when y'all went on this trip, what is the location you went to that was probably the most active and you would want to go back again?
God, I wish Michael was here. I wish he was here to answer that question. I do.
Or you want me to, like, you would say, Terry, you've got to go to this, what is that location?
Terry, you got to go to Hinsdale House.
Steven is frozen. I'm dying laughing at his face right now. If you got the same face I do, I'm going to screenshot it. Okay. I hear him laughing a little bit. So the Hinsdale House.
Yes.
So I did get to see the Hinsdale House only because my daughter Bianca, tags along with us, and she went, and she was outside showing me the outside, and I told her she had to go in by herself, and she was like, "No, I'm not." And I was like, "Go in, please." I said, "I can't be there. Just do it for me." So she goes in by herself, and I have her go up to the top room with those dolls in it because she was telling me that was like the most scariest room, and I was like, "Just go up there." And I told her to grab the doll off the dresser and hold it and put a cat ball in there because that's all she had around her at that time. And I said, start asking questions. She's like, are you crazy? I was like, just ask the questions. But I did get her to go in by herself. It was daytime though, but that was still fun to me because I couldn't be there. So I thought it was funny to get her to at least go by herself.
Hinsdale was something else. It was. From the time we pulled in the driveway, Michael was like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope. And we ain't even stepped foot in there yet. He's like, I don't like this place. We ain't even got it in park yet.
Yeah, my husband went on this was his first with us or at all. And I really thought that the Pennhurst Asylum was going to be the hardcore one for him. We did that early, before Hinsdale. But the second we stepped onto the property, he was like, I don't like this. I don't like this. And then, I felt like we stepped onto the porch and I felt like I was not stable. I was kind of dizzy. I was off kilter somehow. Couldn't keep my balance.
No, I did not add you were on it today.
Hi.
They're everywhere.
It was Well, the porch, I thought it might have been the way the house was built, because it was an old house. It was, but no, it was something, whatever was in that house. I don't, I don't know. We've got videos of um, shadows coming from behind the couch and in the kitchen, and
You need to get that uploaded.
I gotta
Too.
finish everything. I haven't.
I mean, at least
had
get that one part at least that you did show me. I mean, I think that would people would like to see that. I mean, just that one part was like, wow, that I saw.
I mean,
Lights going on and off while we slept, and
yeah, and
yeah,
yeah, and then what was it? A fucking cow or something? Whatever that was. There ain't a damn cow out there nowhere.
I don't know.
What it was.
Yeah, you need to get through that footage. I mean, and this was all while we were asleep. There was nobody active in the house. He left a camera running, and you can see us asleep, and you can see stuff coming up at the foot of the couch and peeping at us and then ducking back down, and then lights going.
That was cool. I mean, you know, you're going to put it up. You're going to get people that's going to be like, oh, y'all did that. But no, we know. As long as we know, it matters. So, well, I don't know.
You
y'all
can
know.
see everybody asleep. There is no
but I'm just
way possible. It could be like, oh, y'all done it. Bullshit, because me and Micah was raising hell in the living room snoring. And, I mean, you can see everybody asleep. There was nobody else there. It was all right there. But yeah, I thought Pennhurst was going to be the one, but it wasn't. Pennhurst is a good spot. We got some things. I haven't went through all the evidence or nothing, but
how big is Pennhurst? Did y'all say again? How big is that place?
660,000 square foot.
Damn.
How many was there? Like 12, or was it? How many buildings were there that we had access to?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the tunnels.
But there was more than that. There's like
Did y'all
8.
make it to all of the buildings, that like at least visit each one, that like walk to them, and or is there a certain one you stayed in the most?
No, we tried to make as what we could.
Yeah, there was like, I don't know, 13 or 14 buildings that are still standing, but we didn't have access to all of them because some of them are in rough shape. But I think we pretty much went in everything that we could. I didn't do the infirmary with you guys. I was dragging by the end of the night. But
I
we did
actually
everything.
fell asleep in the van going back to Philadelphia, because I was dead ass wore out, and Mike was like, "I'll drive." I'm like, "All right," and then I think Bianca said,
You froze. Steven?
I'm like, "Whew, thank God."
You froze up after you said Bianca.
Oh, I was talking about me just passing the hell out in the back of the van.
How many hours
is anybody
sorry,
is anybody commenting or anything? I can't see anything on chat.
Me neither.
Not on the Facebook end. I don't know about the other end. It don't show me.
What about you got, how many viewers you got right now?
That one is not on there. I can't. It's not. It's weird. It's like a different setup.
They don't tell you how many people are watching.
You sure you're live? Well, I know you were live.
It shows 19 minutes right now. He's been live.
Yeah, it is. It's just it's a different setup.
If you get comments, I hope that works. I don't know how.
Yeah, I have it on comments. I don't.
What are the comments?
It says
nobody's.
So it looks like 2.
Can you view them?
4. Okay, there it is now. It has now popped up since Jamie commented. It popped up top, so it's 5.
Is there any questions on there that you need to answer and us to be quiet for a minute?
No, he just now commented. So Wanda says,
I see 2 now.
Okay.
I see
we know that's working.
Let me see. That's what I was trying to do before when I shut myself down here. Hold on. Hope I don't knock myself off. Okay. There we go. Hey, Jamie. All right.
But yeah, what did we do after Penhurst? We did Hinsdale. Then we went to Wildwood.
How was Wildwood for y'all? Did y'all like that one pretty good?
Yeah, it was good. It kind of arachnophobia a little bit. But yeah.
There were some big spiders there. Well,
Yeah.
we got up at like I said, we had every intention of, sleeping at
Be like that.
every place that we could. But when we got up at Hinsdale after that night, Micah was throwing up. So we were about 30 minutes on to the next place. So we found an awesome hotel and casino, gave him a Finnegan and put him down for the night.
And it was, he was sick, when he got up, but I don't know, he wasn't like too sick afterwards. And I think we ate lunch and stuff. And
Yeah, he did. He ate some breakfast, and I gave him a Finnegan, and he said, I just want away from this house. And I was like, okay.
yeah.
And
Yeah, it was different up there, man. It was. But the hotel and casino we were in, what was it, Salamanca, New York?
so, yeah, Salamanca, New York is where Wildwood was.
We had a lot of rim pod and tripwire there. Then we went out to Greystone. Greystone is a awesome place. I like that place. It is. It's very homey. Homey. I won't say homey.
Very good people.
Yeah. Yeah. Just the land itself, and
I
like
wish we had investigated outside, but this was like almost the last night of our trip, and I was worn down. It was it was tough, just one right after the other.
Then we did Greystone. You thought you seen the man out in the field, and then she proceeded to tell us about another man out in the field.
That was cool because I'm usually not, I'm not somebody that goes in and goes, oh, I see a little boy, he's wearing, whatever. I don't do that. But while she was giving us a tour during the day, I saw a solid man walking out across her field, and he kind of disappeared, behind some trees. I could see him through the trees, and then it got thicker and I couldn't. And so I literally thought it was a man, and I looked back to see if her husband was still in the yard, and he was. And so I said, hey, is there a man in your field? And she said, no. I said, you don't have anybody out there working? And she said, no. And I said, I just saw a man. I said, he had on like a light colored shirt, and she said, and dark pants. And I was like, yeah, I couldn't pick out race or anything like that. But he did look like he was solid. And she said when she first bought the house, she would see him a lot in the field. And it was really cool because I bought her book while I was there, and I started reading on the way home. And like the very first chapter or two, she talks about the man in the light colored shirt and the darker pants in the field. And I was like, I saw shit. I actually got to see something. So of course you never get that kind of thing on camera, but it was just really, really cool.
Well, that was like down in the basement. Remember where the pool table was? Right before Becky had jumped up and was like something had touched her or whatever. Remember the EVP was before that, but I'm trying to remember what that was. The EVP, I can't remember. We were listening to it. I can't.
And she
remember
jumped
what
up and that deer stabbed her in the head or
yeah,
whatever that was hanging over her.
yeah. But it was like, yeah, just as soon as like that thing said something, she jumped up and hit the deer and took off. And I was like, which we didn't hear it then, with our own ears, but later on, I think we was just going down the road. I think Micah was driving. I was just listening and got it. But the two best things that come out of Greystone was Sam and Dean. Remember Sam and Dean?
Is there a story behind Sam and Dean? Was that something expected to get?
So Sam and Dean, supernatural. Sam and Dean Winchester. Remember her dog? She had the two dogs.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was like, what?
She named them Sam and Dean.
Oh, I thought you meant like a spirit or something.
No, they were cool dogs.
Yeah.
Now, I wish that I would like to sleep in the kids' rooms with the bunk beds.
Yeah, like Katie and Bianca was supposed to, and then we got video of Bianca beating the hell out of her daddy in the bed. Yeah.
I did get to see the little doggies when Bianca FaceTimed me. And was there a cat at one, I think, too? There was a cat?
There was two cats.
Was it two
They
cats?
had, there was 2 or 3. She had cats and dogs and
it but yeah, the kids room was
that was spooky.
Full. Yeah, it was spooky, but it was full of all kinds of stuff. And what did we do after Greystone? Well, we went to Niagara Falls.
Well, did you speak of Gettysburg? Did you talk about that yet?
It was amazing. I mean, we didn't really investigate there, but we did do a driving tour and through Gettysburg and all the monuments, and it was just surreal to be standing there where all of that happened.
Stephen did bring me back some rocks from there. Some of the rocks down through there.
Yeah, that's against the law.
Oops. But yeah.
Them rocks from side of the interstate we talking about.
Yeah, those ones that were right there when you were on the interstate.
2 things that you take to Gettysburg with you when you go on that driving tour is a cooler of drinks and something to piss in. Because there is no bathrooms and there is nothing to drink up there.
Hey, Alex.
Oh, Alex. Yeah, water and something to piss in, definitely. But it
was amazing.
And the statues, man, they were so well carved. I mean, I don't know, it looked realistic. That's weird. And
now y'all didn't make it to New York City because of the Canada storm, right? It was coming through there the
smoke.
Yeah,
well, yeah,
smoke.
That, and I mean, we knew that Stephen needed to get home and everything that had happened, since we'd left. So plus we were all dead tired, I think.
Alex, there is a lot of wood you can poop in out there. I promise you. You can find you somewhere to poop. And yeah, but I mean, I tell you what, we left Canada basically at Niagara Falls and made it all the way back to Bristol in one run. We left there at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon and made it all the way back home. I was surprised. We did. And shout out to Micah for that one because he pulled a lot that night of driving.
Yeah, you both did.
I'm glad that y'all got to go and and have a good time.
Bianca
We
told
missed you,
him.
Terry.
Yeah, that's okay though. I mean, had to do what I had to do, but there's always New
Bianca
York you can
told
go
him
back.
out there
So.
in the gas station parking lot. She said, "Your driving scares the hell out of me." He said, "Wow." But that's just Bianca. I swear, Bianca and Brianna, the other twin, you could do like 2 mile an hour over the speed limit. They know it. They know it. They're like, slow down. Oh my God. But
Little old women.
it is. But yeah, we'll have to do it again soon. Definitely Hinsdale. We won't get Micah back there, but we'll have to trick him. Be like, hey,
Maybe
we
I can
got this.
request that for my birthday next time. It's Hinsdale.
It's doable.
That's April next year, so.
So if we did Hinsdale, we
Too
would
many
have
places I want to
to.
go right now.
You'd have to do Wildwood. I mean, it's 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
I know, but I don't want to have to make y'all do a repeat. I would like us to visit some other place and maybe wait and do that in a couple of years, but because there's a lot of places I still want to go that's a little closer, so maybe plan that a couple of years. That way we can hit some more places.
Now, my friend Jamie that commented earlier, he is headed to Lake Shawnee this weekend.
Oh,
That's one that we need to do.
it is.
Maybe
There's still a
travel.
lot more around us that we need to go to. Speaking of that, we did join a team and we went to a place over the weekend with them. 2 teams actually.
What was it? Back from the Grave?
Back from the Grave and Windsong Paranormal. We went with them.
Night Song.
What?
Night
Did I say
song.
Windsong? Sorry, Night Song.
You
Barbie,
think
if
about
you're
the damn
watching.
theater.
I've had a rough time. I had a long day too. But Barbie, if you're watching, don't kill me for that one.
Was it Windsong a perfume from years ago?
I don't know.
It
I just butchered their name. I'm so sorry.
Windsong. I was like, Windsong? That's a damn theater
I
in
mean-
Madison. I was like,
It was a perfume from like the 70s or 80s. Your Windsong stays on my mind or something like that. My age is showing. Sorry.
no, but
Sorry.
listen, this courthouse we went to, which y'all people who are watching, me and Terry does the courthouse here in Carthage. We do events here and at the Walton Hotel, and so we were invited to a undisclosed courthouse here in Tennessee, and it was quiet. We was up on the second floor most of the night in the courtroom, and I started to take my happy ass up there to the balcony. I opened the door, and something like fucking let out a scream, man. I mean, I was stuck. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the hell was that? Who was screaming? And I was like, did y'all hear that? They're like, yeah. So I was like, well, I'm going to go downstairs and check on them because there's like 3, 4, 5, 6 people downstairs.
Oh, there's Barbie. She's probably going like, what? When she hears what I said, hey, y'all.
But I went down there and I was like, are y'all all right? There's like, yeah. I was like, did y'all scream? I said, no. I said, did y'all hear a scream? No. And like literally, this son of a bitch was loud, man. I mean, it was loud. And
I was going to say, if Barbie or Tabitha or one wants to get on, I don't know how many you're allowed to have on this. You can invite one of them if they want to talk a little bit about it too. That's up to them.
But it was something else. It was warm though. It was warm there.
It was nice. I loved that. I liked it. I loved it.
Yeah, I liked the old courthouse.
I loved the setup of it. It was so unique. I mean, ours is cool, but this one was very old and very unique. I loved it. The basement, just where you had to go to the bathroom, that was cool.
What was that little place that you guys went to a few weeks ago that was so small that you were talking about? The place where Stephen wouldn't go upstairs.
Oh, the Granville house, right? Is that what it is? Is it
Gainsborough.
Gainsborough house? Dang. I'm
Somebody,
butchering everything.
yes, somebody that we were with was talking about that this weekend, and they had been to it and said it was really active. I'll have to go check that out.
Yes,
Yeah,
you'll love it. That's a nice
Yeah.
little old place. But it's very
about 4 people is what you want in that building or in that house, because
yeah,
it's small.
or if you bring more, like let people sit out there and be quiet in the cars or something, and switch out or
Yeah.
something, that'd be okay. But it's so small that you can't have so many in there too, because it's so old. It creaks. It makes all those noises. So you'd be thinking you hear something. It's really not. It's just the floors, because it will, because it's so old.
See, we could get together with Gina and Windsong Paranormal and go to Gainsborough House. Not as Night Song Paranormal.
I'm so sorry. Like a silent fart, Barbie said. I had the best time with them. Gina, I believe you've met them. Just really, you didn't really get to like.
At the courthouse. Yeah,
Yeah,
they were at the courthouse, and we were
they are
there with
so much fun.
New Star Event Company.
I loved being around them. They're so much fun.
They are hilarious.
So,
yes.
Also, what is it, July the 29th, Mid-Tenn will be with Black Wolf Paranormal at the Bell Witch Cave. We're helping them out with an event up there. If you haven't got tickets, need to get that.
If you are wanting to go to, if you're cool with the event, you want to go to the Bell Witch Cave, you can grab your tickets.
But
I'm
that's the only
excited.
way
I've
you're
not
going to
been.
be able to investigate it is through an event, because they don't do privates.
Oh, I did
So,
not know that either. Good to know.
Yeah.
And then they have what do they have where you can get into the little thing and ride down the river? What is that called again?
Tanking?
Tanking? Is
Tanking.
That is cool also. You can do that. You would just have to get with Black Wolf and ask them how to go about that, because I'm not real familiar with that.
That's in Adams, Tennessee. So,
Adams, Tennessee.
Jamie, get you a ticket. Come up.
Then we're going to be going with New Star event to Florida.
Fort Clinch.
What'd you say? Fort Clinch.
Clinch. Yeah.
Fort Clinch. I'm going to mess it up. But yeah, so we're going there with them, and
Go, Jamie, go
go.
to the Black Wolf Paranormal and click on their events, and you should be able to see their site where they sell the tickets. But yeah, Fort Clinch, that's going to be a good one. Daniel has talked that one up good. He said it's really nice, and it's first time it's ever been investigated. Was their last event, but this is going to be the second go round. Yeah, Black Wolf Paranormal.
Yes, and we share stuff for them too. If you ever see our page, and you can click on their stuff there too to be able to get in contact with the events on that too.
But I think Mid-Tenn Paranormal and Outlaw Paranormal is going to go down a few days early, and we're going to let select few get sand in their ass. While I don't.
I'm ready. I just hope that I can. I hope nothing bad happens between now and then to where I can't go, but I'm dying to get somewhere to not only investigate, but to relax. And I'm going to eat all the sand. I'm going to eat it. I'm just going to put sand in my mouth.
That is definitely not a convenient week for me, but I am definitely going to try my best to do that, because I could. That's one thing about our little road trip. It was awesome, but there was no relaxing up in there.
No.
It was.
No, it was.
Okay.
But luckily, though, I mean, with the Airbnbs and stuff we had in Philadelphia and Gettysburg area, I mean, they were nice. And that
Very
one
nice.
in Philadelphia was, man, I'd stay there a damn week just to investigate it. That was a big ass house.
It was. And it was old and kind of creepy.
And if you ever, I don't know what, I don't even know where the hell it was even at. But don't take a 15 passenger there because it is a half a lane street trying to get that big ass thing out of there and about killed 12 people.
Downtown Philadelphia.
Yeah. And we ate some of the best macaroni and cheese I've ever ate in my life in Buffalo, right across from the stadium. It was in a beer joint, but it was good macaroni and cheese.
It was damn good macaroni and cheese.
Well, did you at least have you a beer?
No, I was laughing because everybody was like, "You got sweet tea?" And they're like, "Yeah." Well, give me sweet tea. Well, their sweet tea is sweetened with raspberry, and yeah, they didn't eat much.
But but everybody did have sweet tea.
For the most part, yeah, it was. Um, but yeah, that damn macaroni and cheese, man. Bianca still talks about it. It was good for bar food. I'm telling you. And
It was awesome.
but
Did you
Niagara
get
Falls,
to take your straight jacket with you and use it?
yeah, she did.
I did. I used it at Penhurst and kind of did a isolation in the basement of what building was that?
Quaker.
I stayed live and set the phone up and made everybody else leave. And I did hear some weird shuffling. And then one of the security
Oops.
there and blindfolded going, "There's somebody here. Who was this?" And he goes, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah.
So I did miss y'all's lives, man. I need to go back and watch them. I didn't get to, but I didn't know that. Did not know you went live. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
And I
that was
know,
it. That was a late one.
yeah. I got a brick from the hospital out of there.
With permission.
With permission. I always ask permission. And so the lady was like, "Yeah, get a brick."
So what'd you get from Hinsdale?
Nothing. I left every fucking thing. I even knocked the dust off my feet before I left. I didn't take shit from Hinsdale.
Wait a minute. What about that thing you told me you got? Did you bring that home?
What?
Whatever you found, was that where you found it at and she told you could keep it?
No, that was Greystone.
It's Greystone. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Did you bring that
Yeah.
home?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see
I think
it.
you even left something at the offering tree, didn't you?
Yeah, what did I leave?
Money, I think.
My soul, probably.
But please do not follow my ass home.
I would have
Yeah.
left a piece of my hair. I
Tears.
would have cut a piece off and left it.
I can't remember what I left. I left something. I think it was money.
Yes, I've got it on video somewhere. You're like, okay, I've got like 35 cents in my pocket.
Yeah.
You could have got one of those little what is it called? You could put like a little speck of blood in it and put the lid on it and stick it up there. You could have left your blood there. That'd have been fun.
No, fuck that. No.
You
fuck
sure you want
that.
to take Terry back?
Yeah, really.
I had so many
be up there-
ideas for that
Terry be up there
offering
licking
place.
the damn tree, you know? Just, fuck, get away from the tree, Terry.
I would have. Did you investigate that area?
No,
We
'cause
did
it was
not.
like 8 degrees out there that night.
It was what?
It was
8
cold.
degrees.
Oh,
It
Yeah,
was
like-
cold, and
you should have got up and had coffee there in the morning. That'd have been cool.
Micah was fixing the blow chunks. We had to get up
he
and
was,
go.
yeah, he was outside puking. No, for those who don't know anything about the Hinsdale house, it was built in the 1800s, and the story goes that it belonged to two brothers who would go down to the stagecoach stop and tell people to come up to the inn and stay, and they would bring them up there and then rob them and kill them and bury them on the property. And they have found some graves on the property using the sonar, whatever. And they found several graves on the property. And then in the 1970s, the family that lived there started having a lot of issues and actually had a local priest come in who blessed the house, did an exorcism on the house that worked for a while. And then everything started up again, severe activity, like poltergeist type activity, books being thrown. And so he told them, move. And at that time, another priest came forward and told them that he had done the exact same thing for a different family years before. So this house actually had 2 failed exorcisms.
But it said the first one, it said it did not take, and that the house screamed like a banshee, is what it had said.
So that
Yeah.
just means I need to get back there because that sounds like the type of
But
place I want to go.
what is cool? This is the only place I've ever seen this. They got QR codes in the rooms. You scan them, and it tells you the history.
Oh,
Yeah,
But in that
you take
room,
your phone. Yeah, you take your phone and scan it, and it tells you the history of the.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and um, yeah, that's
you know, Stephen, they had those cameras, you know, that we could have bought the footage.
yeah.
Oh,
I
that'd
wonder
been
if there's
cool
a,
if they could see what time that was, if they still have it, and go back and see if it's the same they get like y'all did.
It would have to.
Huh?
They would have to because the camera's pointing the same direction.
But do they, like, after each time maybe erase stuff because the next people come?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't
Well, my
know.
DVR erases after so often.
I
Yeah.
don't know. That's something to check on. I'd be willing to
Pay the money
pay
for the
for that.
footage.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see if they got this picked up the same stuff that we did, because that was, yeah, they offer, there's cameras everywhere, and you can purchase your footage.
Oh, that's cool.
See, we got there and we found a leg bone in the pond, and then we found a partial in the flower bed on a
In real
rock.
life, you really did, or are you just saying that?
No, it was. There was a leg bone it was plastic leg bone floating in the pond.
But it
And
wasn't a
then
real one.
Halloween prop, yeah.
Oh,
Halloween
okay.
prop. But the
I was like,
partial was
dang, you didn't
real.
take that with you either?
But the partial was real. Like it was like teeth and everything. It was in the flower bed.
They just gave me an idea for my flower bed.
And,
Start having things float around out here, and I just throw it in the swimming pool because they got friends over right now. Make them think some body parts are out here, and they'll be scared.
But it was a different feel to that place. It was pretty wild.
Well, we're gonna plan to go. If we don't in a year, we'll go 2 years at least because I know we got other plans. So
yeah, we got in the works Winchester Mystery House. We want to knock that one off the list. We're gonna 18 wheel it out there though. What we're gonna do? We're gonna hitch a ride. So I think we got a truck driver friend. What's his name? That goes all over.
you're talking about
Kyle.
you're talking about Kyle? Is it who you're talking
Yeah,
about? Yeah.
Kyle.
I can't say Kyle. Okay, I'm country. I say Kyle. I say cow like a cow. Okay, people make fun
Oh,
of me.
Kyle Wagner.
Oh, cow.
Yeah, so we can get a ride with him all the way across country.
He would love it. He's been wanting us to come up there, our team and everybody, to Eureka Springs. He does that one a lot. I believe that's his hometown. He's always
So we
loved.
need to do the West next. Make it out to California. Do the Mystery House. 6 nights in Vegas. And then go on back.
Hey, I'm ready to go down there.
Alcatraz.
Out there somewhere. Yes, that's my
Alcatraz.
dream.
Alcatraz. But I think we should fly out and just ship our equipment and then just ship it back. I think that's going to be the easiest route to do.
$1,000 shipping, they'll say.
Probably. Hell yeah, them heavy ass
Hey,
boxes.
when I ship stuff out, it's pretty expensive lately.
And I got Gina's garage full of my crap.
She's probably like, I can't get through here. I need to get his butt up here. He was
Oh.
planning to come my next day off, but my next day off ain't until July the 10th, and that's whenever it's Rebecca's birthday. So I had plans with her.
Let's do it. I need to. I don't know. I might Sunday. If you work Sunday, I may ride up there Sunday. Me and Bianca.
Yeah, I work
Dollar
12. I do work Sunday 12 to 5.
I do that with Bianca. Give us something to do.
Yeah, it won't take y'all that long. Sorry, there's something just trying to
Shit,
fly in my mouth.
don't think you don't. You think it just gets shorter? Hell
Huh?
no. It's still 7 hours. 3.5
To-
up, 3.5 back.
Oh, I can do that in no time.
Honey, y'all just scoot on down Saturday night and we'll take the boat out Sunday.
That's what she was wanting us to do. I said, of course, and then I got to work Sunday. We could plan it for the next one. The following weekend, and we come Saturday night.
Micah leaves for Canada next, not this Saturday, but next.
Tell him we'll take care of the boat. It's okay. We can drive it. I'll get us there.
He'll have all keys in his backpack and luggage. I promise you.
I'd never get that thing down the driveway.
Hell, I can barely get up that driveway. I got to put it in 4-wheel drive to get up it.
That driveway looks fun. If it snows, you could just go right down that thing.
You on that driveway when it snows?
Never had a problem. We don't get a whole lot of stacks that big ass boat up that driveway.
It's a wonder the bumper don't drag it.
It makes it.
Because that thing's like at a damn 98-degree angle.
And you know what? The sad thing was, we moved from the house that's like right down below it. So when we looked at it, we just walked up through the yard and looked at it. We never drove up until on the house. And it's like, oh, that's kind of steep. But hey, now in the moving truck, we actually had a moving company. The moving truck got up it.
Hey, Virgil, he's from England. That's awesome.
No,
Now Steven's a robot. Steven, if you can hear us, you cut out really bad. You sound like a robot. He gone.
He's gone.
He's back again. Look at his face. This is so bad whenever the connection around here. I swear, I guess we all don't need to live in the hills and the hollers.
Good.
No. Oh, there you are.
You look like this. You look like this.
Good.
Don't.
Good
You're
now?
good now.
Barely.
Not really.
All right. So,
Slow motion.
not really?
You're slow motion. You're going to have to get yourself in a good spot. Hey, still,
That's not it.
that's not the spot. You're still froze. Go to the kitchen down there. You might have better connection.
Hang on.
This is horrible.
There you go.
I did let him go.
Now? Now.
Yes.
All right.
Don't move.
So Alex said, which was the favorite venue? Hinsdale, no doubt.
They said Hinsdale was their favorite.
For activity, definitely Hinsdale. Because that's probably where we were the least comfortable, which makes it,
There was Katie. I just seen the model. She popped in and out. Tell her to say hi.
back there.
Look, she put her head down.
We got like 3 dogs piled on the bed here, so.
Oh no, I'm missing Katie. She's so fun to hang out with too.
Now, after that box said it was not safe for them to sleep in that room, she had second thoughts and bailed.
Yep.
Now, is there a story behind that room? That's that particular room. Was there a story behind that?
A little boy is said to come out and want to play, and he will look at you over the bed. And several people that have stayed in that room have gotten sick and have seen the little boy, and it is filled with creepy haunted dolls and all kinds of puppets. Oh, hand me Lester.
A 200-pound chimpanzee in a spacesuit.
From Planet of the Apes. Caesar.
Johnny
You would know.
That sounds like it.
Virgil
really
said,
fun
"Love
place.
the accent, guys. Hope you had a great 4th of July. We did."
Oh,
And yes,
I
we
would love
have
to hear
that,
his accent too.
have that southern drawl.
We are country boy. Get to talk slow to us.
Now, that is one thing about New York. It was so much like Tennessee up there.
Yeah. I would never left home.
And we found an awesome, huge antique store
It took
in
2 days to
Salamanca.
go through it.
2 days.
2 days. Oh, there's Lester.
Oh,
Lester.
is that the antique store you got my Cabbage Patch briefcase or suitcase? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have it out here with me, but it's upstairs. I love it.
Becky got dolls and clowns and
I got some old ass baby shoes that are crispy leather.
they're crispy.
Yes, you got me some little baby shoes. Yeah, they're very. You got to be careful with them. They're
Hey,
They're ready
Terry,
to deteriorate.
what did you say whenever I gave you that suitcase? What did you say?
I was going to make sure that I use that and pack my stuff when I go on trips.
Told you.
Because I know that's gonna get that. I like to do that because people like how people make fun of people. I'm the one I like for you to make fun of me, so I'm just gonna carry it to give you a show.
But no, this antique store was massive, like huge, and had everything from suckers to a damn mortar shell. I mean, everything. And
I
it
did
was
when we were in Salina, Tennessee, over the weekend when we went with the other teams to do that courthouse. I found Stephen actually found it me an old antique Raggedy Ann lamp. He found me, and I got it home. It had a light in it. And I thought maybe the light didn't work. I plugged it up. It works. I was like, "Oh my god, the light still works in it." So I have that too. It's cute.
Yeah, we love to prowl the antique stores and look for weird shit.
I love the weird stuff.
yeah. It
If anybody has any weird stuff they would like to sell,
Yeah, I'm gonna be like the shrine. Anything you have you want to get rid of that's haunted, just send it my way.
bring us the weird shit.
Yes.
well, that's kind of like New York. What's a yate? Yeah. Virgil, I don't know what that is.
What did he say?
Oh.
A yuppie or a yappy or a yap? A yappy? I don't know what that is. What is that?
Put Lester back.
I don't know.
I'm going to Google it.
No, thank you.
Alex, what is a RA cookie jar?
Put it back. You got him. Oh, he's
Trying to put RA together. Did
A
you?
real ass cookie jar. That's what he means. A real ass cookie jar. Just kidding.
What?
Alex said he thought he saw a RA cookie jar. And Steven said, what is that RA cookie jar? I said, a real ass cookie jar.
Do what?
You froze up, sir.
I said, did you?
The RA cookie
Oh.
jar is
Raggedy
a
Ann.
real ass
Raggedy
cookie
Ann.
jar. Oh, a Raggedy Ann. Yeah,
Ah.
thank you, Alex. You know we're slow. Oh, that's cute. I would love that. I would love to find that.
Didn't you buy the Ghostbusters car?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
The Ecto one. Yeah.
Virgil, that's Planet of the Apes. APES.
Oh, APES. Planet of the Apes.
What was their planet? It was Earth, man. They took over.
Yep.
So
But
there's
yeah.
I have a new fascination. Some people probably make fun of me, but I don't know what it is. Here lately, I've been liking Bigfoot. I've been liking Bigfoot a lot. So I'm wanting to go with someone who wants to do Bigfoot hunting. I want to go on a Bigfoot hunt. So I want someone to take me. I want to see what it's all about. That sounds like fun. Although, like, I'm not a big believer of him or nothing, but it's like fun to me to see people do that because they have we went to that Bigfoot festival and all the people there, it's like, it's a big thing. I didn't know. I thought that was so cool. So I'm like, I told Steven I want one of those Bigfoots out here to put in my yard.
We know some people. We can hook you up.
I really do. I want to go. I want to see what it's like. And there still might be some paranormal stuff going on when you get through these woods and places, and might run into some old cemeteries you never seen or something. That'd be cool.
Man, there's a lot of people that think that Bigfoot might have some paranormal aspects. Might be interdimensional or
Yeah, I've heard that too. But yeah, I don't know.
shapeshifter.
I just think he's cool now.
Whoa.
It's okay. It's already misunderstood. Virgil did. It's all right. You know, you can't. The way we talk, it might have sounded that way. Yapes instead of apes.
Apes.
Yeah, we need to try to get out at the Gainsborough house for real.
Oh, almost dropped my phone. I have a very little light out here.
It's a good place.
Well, we have other stuff coming up soon. Let's see. You said we talked about the Bell Witch Cave. I don't know if there's anything for August yet.
Well, we got
Fort Clinch in August. We're going to, and then September
Kansas.
in Kansas. We're going to the McIntyre Villa. We have the Walk in the Past in Iowa that we are helping host that event. But what was you and Becky talking about, trying to go to somewhere else while we were down there? Or was y'all talking about trying to go to the 4-hour school at that time when we're down there, or something different while we're down there? Was that when y'all was talking about doing that?
Yeah, trying to find something for that Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to look now because a lot of places be booked up, which probably is already booked up. We talked about Squirrel Cage Jail.
I can get with
Hey, Daniel.
Tracy and them, and
Daniel there in the comments is the one who has New Star Event Company. Go follow their page. You'll see all kinds of paranormal places they travel and go to and host events. You want to go to places in the areas they post, you go like their page and follow them. You'll see all the great places they go to.
We will be there August the 12th.
Yep. August the 12th, we'll be down in Fort Clinch.
San Bernardino, I think it is, Florida.
And I think we're trying to stay in, Lord, I was just say Fort Wayne. That's darn Indiana. St. Augustine. I want to go back to Fort Wayne. That's what it is.
We're going to be
Trying to get us a beachfront. That's what we're going to do.
yeah, Bernardino. Yeah, the 9th of August.
Y'all see Daniel commenting down there. Go follow New Star Events. If you like paranormal a lot, like you're following us, go like everyone. Outlaw, you got Night Wind Song. Night Song Paranormal, and see, I'm just gonna butcher the other one. From the Grave. Is it From the Grave Paranormal? There's another one I follow that's got the grave in it too. That's why I keep
Back from the grave.
Back from the Grave. I think there's a From a Grave also we follow that follows.
And there's a Beyond the Grave.
There's a
seen.
Beyond the Grave. Yeah. Follow all of them. You'll like all of them anyways. But yeah, everybody. There's other people who always go to great places too. I come across.
Yeah, it's. I think everybody needs a break from the world right now when we go down there. Hell, we've had more shit. Hell, I didn't know what the hell was going on. Hell, I done thought somebody done put a damn hex on us.
Well, too, my dog. I lost my dog.
Oh yeah, Chuck died, the bulldog.
My bulldog. He's right here behind me right now.
Refrigerator went out. Water heater busted. I mean, it's a long laundry list. I mean, hell.
Yeah, I was like, drive slow.
Yeah. But you know what, though? Everything fixed. Got everything done.
You're froze, Stephen. You got everything done. Is the last thing we heard.
Yeah. Everything done. We
Just cut off.
paid for the trip early, so.
Yeah. That's not like.
Yeah.
Oh, at least everything. Yeah, like you said, at least everything was squared away, and you don't have to worry about that. So.
But it felt so off, though. Like with Terry not there.
Oh, Daniel sent
Yeah.
me on going squatting. Squatching. He said.
Yeah, but with Terry not there, it just felt like I was off. Like I wasn't. You know, I don't know. It felt weird because like we're always together there. You know.
Yeah. And I was the
But
only one from my team that could make it.
But she still sent me nudes and stuff at night, though. I still got everything.
Yeah. Right there.
That is too much information.
Well, at least you had a guy go with you this time. He wasn't the only only guy with a bunch of girls. At least Micah got to make it because Jimmy had his own thing going on. They had stuff too.
He's shooting a movie and he had festivals and.
He's been a busy guy too. Jeff's
Terry.
been busy. He's been working.
Terry got
I think he's talking about whenever I heard him say I got attacked. He's talking about while I was taking care of my dad, y'all. This is crazy. I don't know what happened. I just know that.
Wait a minute, though. Y'all were talking before that, and the nurse was talking about something in room 529.
So while I was at the hospital, people noticed like my backpack with Chucky, and they noticed my Halloween tattoos, and they noticed my blankets that were all spooky. So they're like, somebody likes a lot of Halloween spooky stuff. And then, of course, this one nurse said that, and I was like, yeah. And she was like, well, my dad's house is, my dad has a haunted house. So I thought, because we were talking about Halloween, she was talking about like he hosted a haunted house. And I was like, oh, what's the name of the attraction? She's like, no, like his home is haunted. And which is right here in Pleasant Shade, she told me, which is not far from us. That was funny. And she said also room 529 here in the hospital is haunted because we can be sitting at the nurses station and there is shadow figures. And she's like, a lot of people, for some reason, that's the main room people pass in. And here we are in room 524. And I'm like, darn, I said, is it occupied? Could I go in there? And she was like, no. She says occupied because long story short, I told her about my paranormal stuff. And anyways, well, later on that night, I had posted on Facebook about that. And then like 2 hours later, after I had fell asleep and woke up, I went to help my dad. He had a pee, which he can't get out of bed. He has a little thing he had to pee in. So I'd go stand at the door, turn my head, let him do his business. And after he's done, I'd take and empty it for him and clean it and give it back to him. But when I went to empty it, I fell. I didn't fall. I passed out for some reason. When I did, I fell back and busted my head, and I was out for a minute. And all I heard was him screaming my name. And I woke up, and I was like, seeing him try to get out of bed to help me. I was like, no, don't get out of bed. Stay in bed. And I'm trying to figure out what happened. So as I'm trying to crawl to get where I'm going, I kept falling every time I tried to get where I was going, and I hit my face, blah, blah, blah. And then I ended up hitting the nurse's button to tell her I need help. They come flying in there. I thought it was my daddy, but it was me. And they put me in a wheelchair and did my vitals. My blood pressure dropped so low to 60. They were like, this is not good. This is like death. Like people die. And they took me to the emergency room. And so, of course, they ended up doing all the blood work, EKGs, CT. My head's fine, but I was dizzy a few days later. I still couldn't walk around by myself. And they said I was dehydrated. And that was because my dad, where he had to have an NG tube in his body, or down his nose, throat, belly, he couldn't eat because he has bad recovery there he was having. And I would hear his stomach growl every morning. So I got to where I lost my appetite. So I was dehydrated, and that's the reason why I ended up fainting, passing out, wherever you want to call it, and busting my head. But we joke about it. We say that what happened was that spirit in the room down there got a hold of me, is what everybody said. But I'm fine now. Still kind of dizzy sometimes. I got to go see my doctor soon to do some more tests. But yeah, so that's what it was. But yeah, we joke about the little ghost probably come in and got me, because my dad did say when I fell and I went to hit my head, I let out a scream, and I don't remember that, but I busted my head pretty good. It was the back, and I had a big knot.
Yep.
So yeah, I had a pretty rough time there, but that's why everybody said after I posted that, everybody said, yeah, that's because you got some spirits down there and something got into you. That was funny.
String of bad luck you guys had.
Yeah.
Somebody was calling me.
That's Brianna calling me too, but
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. It's 10 something here. I get up at 5.
Yeah, it was insane.
14 minutes of time.
It was insane, Daniel. So my poor daddy's up in the room, and I'm worried about someone not being with him, and I was admitted for 2 days down in the other side of the hospital, so it was crazy.
All right,
but I mean,
guys,
y'all have anything else?
Anything
else y'all need to add?
No.
Just like I said,
That's
follow
it.
New Star Event, follow Outlaw. If you're new and you come across us, follow us. Follow all the paranormal people that's in the comments, Barbie's group. Just follow everybody.
Could you please say Planet of the Apes again? I think I misheard.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
He's probably recording us laughing.
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the
Planted?
Yeah,
Apes.
you already
Planted.
fucked
We
it
planted
up.
it.
You can't even say planet.
Planet. See, I messed it up. See, he's probably laughing at us. planet.
I
of the
planted them
apes.
apes for you.
Hey, he may not see me. I have braces, so I probably can't talk good anyways.
All I see is the trim of your glasses. There you are.
Hold on. Can you see me now? Ha ha ha.
Still do got a pretty mouth.
I'll bite you. No.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Daniel, and you are welcome. But
Good
y'all,
night. You're
gonna
welcome. We can't wait to have some fun with y'all.
get off here and get
Yeah, I
some
have
things
not been
done
in
and
the
get to
house since I
bed.
got off work. I've been outside. So yeah, I'm gonna get
So,
off here, go change, get ready for the next 7 days. I think I work 6 days, something like that.
but we will
All right.
be back
Well,
sooner or later.
bye,
And we may start
y'all.
trying to do some lives on TikTok on our pages too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get back in our game. It's been crazy, but yeah,
Been busy.
yeah.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good evening, and we will see y'all again.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.